Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to chat with you guys about 12 signs that I was spending too much at the grocery store. Let's get started and talk about it. Okay guys, a lot of times people will say, oh, the grocery bill's going up, every prices are going up. This is my concern with that. So many people may just buy into that and then they don't even, quote, try to keep their grocery budget the same or just a little bit higher. They just give into it and then their grocery budget goes out of control. Well, that's the one thing I haven't wanted to do, and I have to say I've really kept my grocery budget in check. But here's some things I've done, and these are things I'm working on. First is, I used to buy clearance that nobody wanted. And I thought, oh, because it's on clearance, I'm just going to buy it. Well, we didn't end up using it, and it was a big waste. I'm really particular now about what clearance I buy. Number two, simply just buying too much food. I mean, the issue is you have too much, you can't go through it that fast. And then it ends up getting wasted, okay? Number three, not checking my ingredients thoroughly at home and end up with doubles and triples of things that may not have a long expiration date. I've done that several times. Number four, basically ending up throwing away food, which usually a lot of times has been bagged produce, which I've really improved on that one. Dairy, major improvements on that one. You know, there's certain things I notice that we don't use as much, okay? And bread. So those are things like, I don't buy bread at all because no one around here eats sandwiches. Why am I going to buy bread? So those would be some things right there. Okay, number five, buying ingredients or spices I'm only going to use once, and I've wasted money on that. And I'm not going to tell you guys that I don't waste any food. There are times that things get old. For example, some of the things I do sometimes end up throwing away, and I go through my refrigerator, freezer, and pantry once a week and clean it out. You know, that way I stay on top of it. I noticed some condiments were really getting old and we just weren't using them. So sometimes I do end up throwing things away occasionally, but a lot less than I used to. Okay, number six, choosing a recipe that I want to make before seeing what I have at home already. I've done that numerous times, like, oh, that recipe looks good, and I have none of the ingredients, so I have to go buy all of them, rather than seeing what I have and then choosing a recipe based on that. I'm kind of guilty of that one because I always love a new recipe. Okay, number seven, not taking a calculator with me and then only having a certain amount of cash. No, I have not done this in a while. But then I'm like, oh, rats, I only had, $50 with me and that's all I said I was going to spend, but I'm spending $75 and then putting the rest on a credit card. Okay, that tells you you're overspending, you're not keeping promises to yourself. So basically, when I bring cash, now I'm not saying that if there was not some phenomenal deal, I wouldn't go over and use my credit card, but it's going to have to be a great deal. And I'm going to tell you something. There's not that many great deals anymore. And if there are, everybody else seems to get to them before me. And so if I found something that's a great deal, I am going to definitely hop on that. Okay, number eight, just simply having way too many snacks and processed foods. I mean, and just always having a lot of snack food around the house. And then what you end up doing is you eat that rather than stuff to make meals. Okay, number nine, and I haven't been doing this one, but impulse buying and too many trips to the grocery store. Many of them involve trying to catch every single sale, okay? Think about something. Let's say you're like, oh, strawberries are on sale at this particular store. Well, let's say you go to that store. Are you en route to go there anyway? Are you going out of your way to go there? And are you going to end up picking up other things and along with those strawberries? That's something to ask, because if you're just going for those strawberries and you're having to go out of your way to get there and you're not going there for something else or in the area for something else, like you're passing by it, it definitely may not be worth it to get that one item. Okay, number 10, using the excuse, and I kind of touched on this, that the grocery bills just keep going up, we can't help it, and I'm just going to buy into it and just not even watch it. Okay, so basically, just giving excuses and not even trying to bring your grocery bill down and use certain techniques to do that. Okay, number 11, you have an overflowing freezer, refrigerator, and pantry, and I've definitely had that. And many times what happens with that stuff is you don't see the stuff behind it. When it's hidden away, you do not see what's behind, especially if you're not cleaning it out once a week, okay? And then another thing that I've done before is buy items you have to prepare. Like a lot of times I'll pick recipes that are too complicated and have many moving parts, and they'll say easy recipe, but they're not easy. And then I'll buy all these ingredients and then I never get around to making it because it's too many moving parts. Rather than just doing dump meals or something easy and simple ingredients, which you know you're going to use. Now, these are 12 ways that I know I've overspent at the grocery store. I want to hear from you in the comments below. How do you know if you're overspending? Number 12 really got me. That's why I'm working on picking simpler meals from now on. Let me know how you guys are saving money at the grocery store. I always love to hear from you. I hope to see you guys on the next video. Love you. Bye.